Hey guys, what's up? So the next poem I'm going to be reading is poem 824, and this is actually a story. It's called Obsessive Stalker. It's written in first person. I got ideas from a lot of different movies like Single White Female, Fatal Attraction, Poison Ivy, and Fear. I like the vulnerability and emotional side of the killer. Even though the reader doesn't know it yet, it's creepy to see how much this person would go to keep the person they love. Obsessive Stalker. The moon was bright. The water splashed up against the rocks. The sky had dozens of sparkling diamonds. I smiled as he put his arm around my shoulder. I felt comfortable and safe. He looked at me, and at that moment I felt comfortable, like I could trust him. So I decided to open up about the past. I told him why I was going to a therapist. I told him the story about the obsessive stalker in high school who sat two chairs behind me. He was a little overweight, a loner, races, constantly writing poems. Then I realized the words he was writing in his composition book were to me. I was polite at first, especially since there were so many kids that were mean to him. I even tried to be his friend, but he took that the wrong way. He started sending me flowers, singing to me, and he started leaving things by my window to my house. That's when I felt like he was going too far. I blocked him on my phone, but it went through. But it went throughout the whole year until I finally moved away to college. I finished my story and looked at the boyfriend. He was freaking out. Wow, that's crazy. I nodded my head as he grabbed my hand and whispered, I love you. He drove me back home and watched me walk to the door. The verticals to the windows were pushed back. My boyfriend laughed and said, we have an audience. He turned around and went to his car as I walked inside. Mother looked at me. Father was sitting on the sofa. Both looked at me as if this was an intervention of some kind. You are not to see that boy anymore. I didn't understand. I looked at my father and he said, you know why, honey. Tears keep strolling down from my face. Why can't I have one good thing in my life? This isn't fair. I ran up the stairs and went to bed. The next morning, there were police cars parked in the driveway. My parents' room looked like it was the bloodiest massacre ever. Body parts all over the place. Right across from their room was mine. I was on the floor crying and pictures all over the walls of my boyfriend. It looked like a shrine. Then I started to laugh as a knife slipped out of my hands with blood. I'm so confident because from this moment forward, I know nothing could ever get in between us. This is real love.